Hey guys, welcome to a special episode of At G-Side. Today we're gonna be reviewing the first two Alien movies, Alien and Aliens. Because it just so happens...
Alien versus Aliens.
Yeah. It just so happens that these two guys have never watched any of these movies.
Yeah, JB popped our cherry a while ago.
Yeah. It wasn't easy, but it was bloody.
We struggled,
But it was worth it. You know, in the imaginary cigarette. So, these guys haven't watched it. I can't believe they haven't watched it. It's a classic.
Yeah. We just never got
These two
around
are
to
the
it.
classics.
Never got around to it.
These two are classics, and it's just to prep them up for the upcoming Ridley Scott sci-fi prequel to Alien called Prometheus. So in this first portion, we're gonna cover Alien, the first one,
Right.
starring Sigourney Weaver, Tom Skerritt, John Hurt,
Yaphet Kotto,
Harry Dean Stanton,
Harry Dean
and
Stanton,
Veronica Cartwright, and Ian Holm. So the basic premise here of Alien is that crew that came from a deep space mission get a signal on some planet, and they
wakes them up from self-induced sleep.
Yeah,
The way back to Earth.
yeah, and they land on this planet and they discover some kind of alien life form, and with horrific results. Yeah, I mean, this is a very popular movie, so if you've watched Alien, then you know what I'm talking about.
It's the thing in outer space.
Yeah, it's like the logo, the slogan they give. In space, no one can hear you scream.
Right.
So, you guys, what are your thoughts?
It's really a shame that I'd never seen this because it's from 1979. I was already alive back then, and I'd heard about it over the years, but I just never really found the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is basically the movie that made Ridley Scott.
Right.
It made Sigourney Weaver a legit star, a star in the first place. And now I finally see the Blu-ray, the 1979 copy, and I really thought it was amazing. Mike and I agreed because we were blown away by this. I mean, considering it was made in 1979, it stands the test of time. It looks pretty timeless.
Yeah.
I was riveted. Because I'm a big Ridley Scott fan. I love Blade Runner. I love Gladiator. But to finally see the movie that made him, he ramps up the tension, and you really see that the guy is such a good director because he can do different genres, and he's really good at it. And I thought this was amazing.
No, for me, like, one of my best friends always bugged me about watching Aliens and Alien. Sorry,
Right.
Still very new to this. And so, I was really coming in, with the intention of watching, the beginning of the whole thing, and it was a lot better than I expected. It also looked a lot better than I expected,
Yeah,
too.
I thought it would be dated.
Exactly. I really thought it would be dated. Granted, what we saw was remastered, but for something remastered, it looks a lot more current than A New Hope.
It stands the test of time.
It totally stands the test of time.
Right.
And as I just said, looks a lot better than A New Hope. A New Hope actually does look dated. I love that movie, but it looks dated. The story was amazing. I mean, it was really... It goes back to what classic sci-fi movies are like and what they should be.
Right.
And the idea of like a big monster movie and setting that in space.
Yeah.
Like, all the classic elements are all there.
Right.
And it's beautifully done. And it's cinema. You aren't just like watching a science fiction movie, but you're actually watching cinema the way it really used to be done before. And it really shows too, because you watch a lot of newer movies. They don't really take a lot of time to build up anything.
Yeah.
With Aliens, especially the cinematography, it just built and built and built, especially with those like long and establishing shots. But those shots went somewhere. Amazing story, amazing story,
really,
and subtle too.
Yeah, it's really a slow burn.
It is.
Not like other movies where they try like 5 minutes to like, throw it in.
Yeah.
This one, it's like a slow burn. I think kids these days, if they don't have the attention span, they won't be able to hack it.
Yeah.
Right.
They won't.
And my God, what Ridley Scott does here is he perfects the suspense.
Yeah.
He really creates this killing this a suspense that kills you.
Yeah.
Right.
And you kept saying when we were watching, dude, at this point in time they weren't using CGI.
Yeah.
It's models, matte painting,
Right.
classic story making, classic special effects.
Yeah.
And it works. It really works. Like I said, I've watched old movies like Star Wars: A New Hope or like the classic Exorcist, and those seem so dated already. Like the effects, sometimes they feel like maybe for its time it was good, but now not so much. Here, it was basically the big computer that only makes it feel dated.
Right.
But otherwise everything else was
no touch screens. Right?
Yeah, no touch screens or anything.
Yeah.
And I really like the fact that you see all these character actors and you've seen them over the years. They're still pretty active.
Yeah.
The guys like John Hurt and Ian Holm, and you see them in genre films.
Yeah, and it's like that you said, man. There's one time when like they were all three genre actors together.
Yeah.
Who was it?
It was Ian Holm, Tom Skerritt, and John Hurt.
Yeah, and you like mentioned
okay, there's Lord of the Rings, Top Gun, and Harry Potter right there.
It's so strange to see Bilbo Baggins acting that way. I'm very surprised.